Actually, I was even not sure about the title of my deck until yesterday night. And Mariella, that is somewhere there, can confirm that. I passed my title, was like around 7, 8 p.m. because I had the clear message I want to pass, but I was not able to find the right title, right? I wanted to not talk about product, not talking about features, roadmap, that there is like Plain on People, Julia Bernard will show you all of these new shiny features that are coming. Brian showed you a demo of it. Hopefully, the one that is going to be merged in the product will work out of box, right? But the things I'm going to show today is different. It's more like the line of thinking in Liferay, okay? So the main message I want to pass it is like, when you're buying technology, when you're selecting a product, you don't necessarily buy or select just the features, right? You are buying the vision of the company. You are buying the way the company thinks and evolve the product. So that's my exercise today, is showing how we are thinking next version of Liferay that will come over the next years, okay? So what I'm talking is not about short term, it's not about next quarter or this year. This is like evolution over the next years where Liferay is leading as a company and how we are thinking internally about our product and evolution, okay? But before starting, I need your participation, okay? There are some questions that I want to do. Let's see if you will see a QR code. Please, guys, take your phone. I need your participation on this. Take your phone, scan the QR code. There will be some questions that I want you to answer, and we will assign them all. So let's start with the first question. So the first question is, which version did you first encounter Liferay with? That's it. Oh, wow. It's moving. 5.x, really? Guys, we are GDPR compliant, so don't worry. We won't make any relationship with your age and the Liferay version here. So be honest, keep honest. 6.1. Wow. Interesting. Oh, there is no 7.3. It's actually, there is low rated, so it's down. Okay, nice. Good job, 6.1. Wow. Okay, I think we have a winner here. So let's start with the next question. What actually of those versions is your favorite one? Let's see. Okay. We see a clear, oh wow. Oh, look at this. I miss. 6.2 is down. Wow. I think we have a clear winner here. Bit unexpected, I have to be honest, my favorite version of Liferay is 6.2, but keep for you. But yeah, wow. Good. Okay, we are ready for the last question. In all of those versions of Liferay, what actually you use Liferay to do what? What are you building with? Okay, here we start. Portals, websites. Internet is coming up. Website. Wow, portal is the winner. It's moving. Okay. Look at this. Portals. And when we talk about portals, we talk about all of those authenticated experience, customer portal, partner portal, onboarding experience. So it's a lot of things, right? That is why. But look, there is a huge variety of solutions. So let's get back to my deck, please. I mean, we are seeing that within a single product, and we are talking about a single source of code, really a single repo. We are a big mono-repo product. A single technology stack, we are able to build all of different solutions within the same product, right? Basically, with Liferay, you can build everything. And when I say everything, I assure you, I saw Liferay making coffee. I'm not kidding. There is actually, somebody in Brazil or somebody from the enablement team did it, and even flying drones. And I'm not kidding, you will see in this stage soon, okay? So literally, you can build everything with Liferay. Because over the years, we actually tried to make everybody happy. You know, we were so democratic. It's like, we don't want to take a position. We want everybody to actually happy and enjoy our product. And we actually keep it in our messaging, in our website. So Liferay is the platform to build custom solution. We say it clearly here. Is the digital experience your way, and build powerful solution. Right? It's about building. It's about flexibility. It's about being easy to customize and tune to your business need. Right? That's what we tried over the years. We literally tried to make everybody happy. But, there's a but, we tried. We really tried hard, but in reality, how good we were in doing it. You know, you always need something in a project. I was having a nice conversation yesterday night with an Italian partner. He was talking to me about the fragment container. And he was like, you know, guys, it's like always. You almost made it perfect, but it's missing a CSS class that Bootstrap just introduced, and so you're outdated. It's like, come on. But that's the reality. You know, we always require you to do something. It may be 10% of custom code. It may be 20%, right? And over the years, we are progressing. Before was a lot of customization. Now the number of customization needed are reducing over time, right? Is that bad? I don't think so. I mean, look at this. We have a growing product, a growing company, a lot of people here interested, so not necessarily this is bad. But what I feel is bad is that no matter what we can try, it's very hard to make everybody happy. I mean, I have 3 kids. I'm a dad of 3 kids, 1 daughter, 2 sons, different ages. Trust me, making my 3 kids happy in a single room is impossible. So now, bring this to a bigger audience, is literally, there is no way people will agree and be happy at the same level. And that is where I agree with Brian on the concept of dark ages. He was very philosophical in explaining it, but it's reality. We had a certain period of Liferay history that, you know, we were not sure on what we were doing. We were not sure about the direction because literally we were trying to satisfy everybody's needs, and that is hard. Look at this. I feel that this picture represents a Liferay product manager over the past 5 years, right? He was trying to speak with customer, and customer were running away. It's like, no, we don't want to speak with you. So, but, you know, now, even though like Brian is raising expectation, he's talking about resilience. Wow. Height expectation, you know, after the dark ages, there is beautiful art, you know, it's like, but that is as well your expectation because the market, the world is evolving. Expectations are continue to be increased by you, by customer needs, right? You want, guys, a cloud-first product. You want our product to be containerized. He needs to run with lower resource but perform much faster, right? Of course, why not? You are not using document library, so you don't want the bundles of document library deployed in our JVM. Of course, you are not using. Why you want something not used, consuming your memory and money? They make total sense. You are not using blogs, so you don't want to pay licensing for blogs. Of course, it's a smart move, right? So guys, you're keeping raising the expectation, right? But as well, at the same time, even if you don't want everything, you want things to be ready for you whenever you need. And this is the challenge, right? I don't need blocks today, I may need tomorrow. That's the beauty of having Liferay as a platform, as a friend that join your journey, right? It's like, hey, I'm starting with a public website, but suddenly I need an authenticated experience. You know, you don't have to do a lot, it's already available. But it's true, our product is heavy. right? Because running all of those features, all of those functionalities, bringing quality to a so different manner of use cases is very hard, right? So here's the thing that we tried over the years. We analyzed how you guys are using Liferay. We are analyzing all of your customization, your solutions, and we are seeing patterns on it, right? We're seeing that you are enjoying Service Builder a lot. You're enjoying Next, hooks, you like to override JSP to add action in some strange menu that we didn't think about until you asked for it. And with all of these, we learn it, and we end up in new ways of building stuff, right? We announced it a couple of years ago, like new way of building feature on top of Liferay. We started introducing the concept of Liferay as a low-code platform. Objects, API builders. With API builders, you can design your API in a low-code way. With object, you can model your business logic, action, validation, things that you needed to write code earlier, right? You have page builder now. That is a functionality that allows you to create not just your website experience of static content, but as well to interact with user with form and multi-step forms with a very advanced way of creating user experience. Are all tools to build experience, but as well, we evolved the way to extend Liferay because we agree. It's impossible that we will reach everything you need, but we still need a way for you to customize, right? So we ended up with the concept of client extension. So what is client extension? It's just like a framework, literally is a pattern that allows you to extend the behavior of Liferay without necessarily touching the JVM of Liferay. You can write Python code, you can write Node.js code that enrich Liferay functionalities. This is amazing. We are opening it to a huge audience of new developers, right? We don't want to be the Java guys in the room. Nothing against Java. Is my favorite language. I work with it. There is nothing bad. It's actually, is the monster there. But new people is coming in the world. The expectations are different. They may not be familiar with it. So we need to evolve. We need to be closer to what people is demanding. But so far, right, nothing new. It's like we did this not just to evolve our product, but as well to simplify our internal processes, right? Because if you use our low-code tools and you use client extension, your upgrades will be much easier than writing thousands of lines of Java code that need to be recompiled every time, right? So that was the main purposes of all of these evolutions, simplify upgrades, making the adoption of new version faster. And we actually succeeded, like a nice diagram from Brian showed that the adoption of new version is much faster than before. So no big things, right? But now let's go from the renouncement, let's move to the 1800, right? So let's talk about French revolutions. I love the theme of today's session. Brian started from the Roman Empire, we moved to Renouncement, a lot of history. So where is the revolution that we are talking? Where is the revolution that we are going to introduce in Liferay as a company? Well, the revolution is actually already happening. It's slow in progress. It will be shown over the next quarter. And is much cleaner when you start to analyze closer the Liferay source code, okay? I'm not going to do a live demo, promise. But I have nice screenshots. I learned from the past. For example, here is this is like the blogs modules. This is Liferay source code. This is like, I feel that we teach this for years. And this is the way actually that we ask you to build your customization. You have a clear segregation between your service layers that is defined in the service builder file. That is literally the representation of a database table. And there is like those old Java classes that you need that are using things like search containers. And the search container is calling the service layer. And service layer is doing search, retrieving the data, showing, and so on. But when you analyze more than one module of Liferay, you will identify patterns, right? And Brian invested many years in those patterns, in consistency. If there is the biggest gift from Brian, I have to decide, is actually the consistency that you find in Liferay source code is wonderful. But thanks to this consistency, we are now able to see a line, a pictures, right? So we are now able to finally build Liferay within Liferay. We are able to substitute all of these patterns within our home frameworks that are low-code tools. We are able to substitute service builder with objects. We are able to substitute all the Vue JSPs and Edit JSP now with configuration of a dataset calling headless API. There is literally no code to build our home code. So literally, we are start building Liferay using Liferay. So that's the biggest change that we are introducing. An example. This is a nice screenshot from one of our upcoming features. Will be announced later deeper by different people in the stage. This is our new content hub. Just briefly describing it, is the new way we are designing for Liferay content authoring to collaborate in editing content. So it's the evolution of actually our content hub or the CMS, right? There are new set of functionalities, is going deeper in nice use cases. But I don't want to go deeper. It's like Julian Bernard will go deeper in it. I just want to focus you in paying attention. We are talking about list of entries. We are talking about menus, right? Now, what if instead of having a widget, instead of having a portlet, we now have a page that is called all? I'm talking literally about a Liferay layout, a Liferay page. And here on the left, we actually have a product menu. Right? It's the way you are building website, and nothing new, right? But we can use it internally now. And this, instead of being different entities, each one with different service, can be based on top of Liferay objects. Why this is important? Because consistency is something that is beautiful, but we not always succeeded in it. For example, in document library, you may find interesting functionalities like for applying bulk permissions, but you don't have in block. It's just in document library. In web content, you have a nice way for translating entities, but you don't have in commerce. It's just in web contents, right? Because we were evolving different product area, focusing based on your needs, but was hard to find and harmonize this consistency across all the functionalities. In this new way to build stuff, we are able now to focus on the platform level, but as well to focus on the functionality we want to deliver to you. So all of this is literally pure configurations on top of the Liferay platform. What that means for you? It means that you don't need to override anymore a JSP to change Liferay behavior. You can just configure. Imagine, like a typical use cases, you need to add a column, because of course you need to add a column in this list, because your customer wants to see his custom data. Earlier, you needed to create, I think, a JSP hook, right, for changing search container. You needed to introduce an override of the search container. It's actually not override. It was actually a new implementation of a different search container that was copying the logic from Liferay to list things. I think you are familiar with this, right? Okay. Please raise the hand who did this once at least. Okay. See. So now, instead of doing all of this, you can just go in our control panel, go in the dataset for the content, and add a new column, right? And thanks for raising your hands. I'm trying to convince my product team that this is useful. So, so let's move on. So it's not about overriding, it's about configuring and understanding. But as well, we need to be cloud native. What means cloud native? It means like we need a slimmer framework. Liferay is a monster consuming memory and CPU. And you can agree that our cloud infrastructure, Kubernetes, don't like those memory monster, right? So we have to do something to make our product running much faster and leaner in your clouds. We want you not to deploy everything. We want you to be able to select the part of the product you want. So it's not about one big thing at once. We want to make Liferay composable. You need the CMS? It's there. Start using it. The commerce is there, but it's not enabled. It's not deployed. It's not configured, because now it's not about deploying code. Now it's about configuring an experience, right? So things start changing, and our price model can evolve it and adapt to it as well. So you don't need to deploy everything at once. We can focus, right? Instead of trying to solve everything, we can bring focus in the conversation. Focus to what? Focus to the use cases that we are talking forever, that you actually confirmed. So we want to be the best CMS in place. There is nothing bad to say this. It's like, I remember in the past saying to Liferay, hey, we are a CMS. People was like, yeah, do we are? There's nothing bad. We want to be the best CMS in the market. And we are trying to hit it hard. So focus is our next phase. With the Liferay platform, we don't want to reach the 80% good enough. It's not enough. 80% is not good. It's not the battle we want to get in. If we are playing a battle is to win it, we have to be ambitious here. So we aim to give you tools to build 100% of your customer needs within our product, but give you the tools to extend the product to actually add the uniqueness, business value of your customer on top of it. And when you are doing that, it needs not to be expensive. It needs to be cheap, fast, easy. That's the beauty of building a nice product. So focus is key for us in the next stage, because with focus, we can actually improve quality, because we have clear use cases that we are trying to solve. And now the hard part of the presentation. We need to slim down Liferay source code. That's just the reality of fact. Liferay source code is very big. It's a gigantic monster. And we want to make Liferay a thinner platform. It needs to be a thinner software, much slimmer, ready for cloud. What this means? It means deleting code, guys. Right? That's the reality. We are going to deprecate some legacy functionality. It's not going to happen tomorrow, next quarter. It's going to be a slow process. We are not going to leave customer by themselves. Oh, used blocks until now, bye-bye. Sorry, we need to slim down code. It's not about that. It's about having tools, migration tools, having configurations. We are not removing the use cases. We are giving a different solution to those use cases that our customer used so far. Okay? So we are not abandoning customer. We are convinced on the right use cases, but we need to give them an alternative. We need to evolve. Evolution is key here. If we don't evolve, we will die. That's Darwin. It's not myself saying that. Right? So you can understand that. So during the next years and during the next quarters, you will start seeing some announcement going in our release notes. Some already went out, right? So we are start a deprecation process. And this deprecation process features like wiki, knowledge base, blogs, asset publisher, staging, who knows, publication. We will, I say who knows, okay? So, I don't know, but who knows. But we need this process to actually start to build a strong fundamental that is able to run faster, smoothly, and which higher quality. That's our intention. So again, we are not going to leave you alone on the process. We are not deprecating the use cases. We are deprecating the code that provide the current solution to those use cases. There will be tools in place for solving the same use cases in different ways throughout configurations. So what you can expect in the next years from Liferay? A thinner product with tighter quality. That's the main goal. We want to be the best platform to build your solutions, focusing in delivering you the best CMS, the best commerce experience, the best site builder experience, and the tools to provide a clear and fantastic authenticated experience for your portals. Some of those pillars are already in movement. Today, in the next 2 days, you will see a lot of presentation talking about low-code, object, client extension. Some of those are already in motion, are coming. You will see a big wave of fresh air coming from our labs during the next 2 days. But here we are. We are evolving, and we want you to evolve with us. We don't want you to live alone. Please, don't be stuck in your space. Open mind. The world is evolving. You need to evolve as well. So guys, enjoy Devcon, enjoy Budapest, and enjoy the Liferay community that is here in those 2 days. Thank you.
Thank you, Becker. Good job.